What we're looking at is LZ1340 control system lathe, same as an MI-1340, just has a variable speed. Here we have our knobs A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then RSTUV, which references this chart here. The way we have set up right now is looking at 56 threads per inch right here. And 56 tells us that we should be selecting B on the first knob, C on the second knob, and then on the upper knobs up here, of course there should be a 60-tooth gear and a 63-tooth gear already installed. We should select number 3 and we should select V. So at this point, that's what we've done down here. We've selected option B, we selected option C, we've selected option 4, and we've selected option V. We release the kill switch. Green light comes on telling us that we have power. We have the directional of the lead screw selected to go left. On the speed itself, we're showing it selected at 2000 RPM. On the knobs we have here, we have A selected, and then B we have chosen as well. So we are running at 2000 RPM, that's the highest speed available on the machine. We can test jog the machine hitting the go switch. Why are we not getting any speed here? Now we can test jog it. And sometimes to get these knobs to rotate to the correct position, you do have to use the jog switch, the jog button, to move the lathe. Using the control on the hand panel on the carriage feed, we're going to select down. We're now feeding at 2000 RPM. If we were to try and engage the half nut at this speed, we might tear things up. The only option here at this speed is to engage the crossfeed or to engage the longitudinal feed. Whenever you go to test this, make sure that the machine is in a fairly centered position, left and right, that the carriage is also centered so that there will not be a crash. You do not want to run anything. You do not want to engage the half nut at this speed. This is the speed for cutting a smooth shaft. This is not a speed for trying to cut threads. With the power feed engaged, with the machine on, the power feed engaged, the machine running, you cannot engage the half nut. It's a lockout. It's a safety feature. If I take the machine out of the power feed, now neither the cross slide or the carriage is running. If I try to engage the half nut at this speed, it's going to take off. And you can see how fast that's moving. You would never thread that fast. It's too fast. You are going to have an accident. Just to show you that again. Running it back to a position in the middle of the machine where nothing will hit. If I engage the half nut at this speed, notice how quickly it turns. That is a recipe for disaster. You do not use the half nut at this speed. Shut the machine off. To be running a threading operation on the machine, we want to run down at 70 RPM. And now note how slow we're running. There's the 70 RPM we're running at. And there's our test bump. Now again, the machine is engaged. We're turning at a slow RPM. This is where you engage the half nut. Again, note how slowly the machine is turning. You can see the longitudinal hand wheel rotate. But again, this is turning at basically 70 RPM, and that's where you should be. That's where you should be running. Again, note that the selectors are A, B. The B is selected. On the CD, C is selected. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is selected. QRSTUB, B is selected. That gives us our combinations. Should give us our finest thread and also the slowest rate feed here. B, C, D. Actually, right there with the 62.